Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So right now it's 8:37 in the morning. Today I want to try a new routine, try and break and make some habits. Basically, I feel like as a student there's this novel concept which is working the 9 to 5. Every student I know, including myself, we don't really like work specific hours. You just kind of do it when you feel like. And whilst that doesn't mean that we are lazy or that we don't work like an appropriate amount of hours in a day, it just means, you know, that we do it when we feel like, and we make our own schedules, which I personally love about being a student. But at the same time, it makes the concept of working a 9 to 5 super scary, because it's like, how do people do it? Like, I've worked a few 9 to 5 jobs, you know, in offices and stuff, like when I worked for civil service and things like that, or in law firms. I don't know how people do that full time, like waking up at the same time to get on the same train to commute, and like you have your little breakfast there and have it on the train and like get into the office, and like, oh my gosh, it's wild to me, it's wild. But having said that, the one thing that I loved about the 9 to 5 is that I'm always up at a certain time. I got so much done throughout the day, and then when you clock off at 5, I have the evening to myself. It gives you at least 4 or 5 hours before I need to go to bed, just do what I want to do. So in theory, I want to try that and develop that to the student lifestyle. So today I'm going to be putting that to the test, and I'm going to be working 9 to 5. I'm going to aim to work literally all day today and see what we get done, see whether I can physically study for that amount of time, because I feel like studying is so much more draining than doing like normal work. and just see if I like it. That's pretty much it. So as I said, it's like 8:40 now in the morning, and I'm just having breakfast, and I'm going to do my emails, and then we're going to get on with the day. I've got a few seminars and stuff today, so that hopefully will break up my time. They'll be like my meetings. Let's see what we get done, because I have things to do that I need to do today. So let's see if this makes me more productive. Okay, so I'm doing my first bit of reading now. I've been at this for like half an hour, 12 pages to go. Okay, so I've just finished working through this Joel Feinberg article. Basically, it's for my moral theory class later today, and he's talking about what gives us as human beings moral status and rights, and whether those rights can be given to vegetables, plants, animals, people who lack mental capacity, future generations, fetuses. It's actually really interesting topics this week. Like, this is definitely something I want to pursue further, so I really hope the class really draws out the interesting elements to this concept and to this sort of area of philosophy, so then we can like really get engaged with it. But like equally, I'm glad that this is done. Because it's Wednesday today, I also need to edit my YouTube video that comes out later today. It's not like a big video, so I should be able to do it just before my class, because it's 10 to 10 at the moment. My class starts at 5 past, so I've got 15 minutes basically to quickly edit this video so I can then render it and get it out and upload it whilst I'm in that class, because this class finishes at 12, and then I need to do a bit more reading for my second class at 1, which goes on till 3, and then the video comes out at 3. So we're going to be working in all the gaps that we can right now. So as you can see, I'm just editing my YouTube video. This video is about reading case law, and it came out obviously before this 9 to 5 video, and then it took a little bit longer than I thought, so I ended up starting watching the lecture on my phone just so I could edit on my laptop before switching to my laptop to watch the full lecture. Okay, so I'm an hour into my seminar now. It's 10:50, and we've got given like a 15-minute break. So I want to use this just to do a bit of yoga, because literally the back of my legs are just so tight. Like, I overdid it a little bit on the workout yesterday, and I was like, yeah, let's do a 4K, but like including a 2K best effort. So that was like sprinting, and then I was like, yeah, let's just do a little bit more of a run. So then I ran a few more miles, and then I ended up doing actual proper sprints, and then I just went for a few walks. I don't know, I just needed a day yesterday where I went to be outside all day, even though I had work, so I was kind of like going outside, coming back, going outside, coming back. My legs hurt, basically, is a summary. So I'm going to do some yoga. I want to try this new workout on the Nike Training Club app. It's called Rise and Flow Yoga. 15 minutes, basically hip opening and like core strength. So this was one of the first times that I've done yoga, probably since April, May of this year. So it's been a very long time. I always want to do more yoga, I just never fit it into my workout scheme, but I always absolutely love doing it, and the feeling you get after doing a yoga session is like you're a new person. So I'm gonna try and make an active effort to do it more. Oh, they've came back early. Talking about the grading criteria, so I'm going to listen to this. And then when they go for questions, finish my 3 minutes left of yoga.
Which you do, of course, get your coursework feedback.
Feels so good. Like, I don't feel tight. I feel like I'm so energized. I just feel like pumped, man, now for the day. I feel like I can be so productive. And that specific yoga session, I've never done one with her before either. I loved her. She was so nice. She was like, I hope you have a fabulous day. Your body and mind thanks you. And I was like, thanks, man, thanks, I'm having a great day. So basically she's put me in the best mood, so now I'm just going to sit through the final half an hour of my seminar. This seminar was predominantly about the January exam and marking criteria, so it was useful but equally weird because obviously that's months away, so it's strange to be thinking about it. It's midday, guys. Well, I'm thinking it feels like 6 p.m, but I'm also thinking that I'm gonna have something to eat now because otherwise obviously my class goes on from 1 till 3. Don't eat now, I'm not gonna eat. I really wanna try, and you will see it in, I'm gonna do a cook with me, I think I've said that in another video before. I wanna try one of Miguel Barkley's recipes, so I think I'm gonna do his take on a pizza frittata. So it's like, he does it with sun-dried tomatoes and mozzarella. I didn't really like either of those, so I'm going to do peppers and mature cheddar, and we'll see if that actually complements what he's trying to achieve, and I'm going to make that now. So the process is obviously really easy to make a frittata. This was the before picture, and then here you can see the one that I made. I'm telling you now, the peppers, it did not work. You will get the full review on my cook with me that I'll make soon, but it was a no from me. And then here you can see making the thumbnail for my video. Okay, so the video's done. In that it's uploaded, the bio's all there, and I've just put the thumbnail on and then scheduled it for later today, and it's now 12:30, so that's quite in good time. And then now I want to read this article for my moral theory class, which obviously starts at 1, so I got like half an hour just to skim through the remaining like 20 pages of this.
Really? No other questions? I find that a little hard to believe. I'll give you a bit more time.
Why does he do this? Why can't he just
about particular readings?
Carry on so we can finish early?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, it always annoys me when he does this because I just find it so pointless. So here you can see me being a very diligent student and going on Instagram whilst they fill out this wasted time. And then we went into our breakout rooms, which is the best bit of the seminar. And you think, okay, let's go into some alternate universe, and you look at the animals' perspective onto us, they all think the exact same thing. That they can't relate to us in that way, so what makes us so special?
Maybe animals don't have any special duties towards us as a result of that, right? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So we are.
So now it's 3:05. As you saw just, I was basically releasing my video and putting it on my social medias, basically saying that it's out. So now I'm done for the day in terms of like meetings and work that I've got to do. But obviously we're doing the 9 till 5. So I am going to still do work, which is weird because normally this is when I would like be like, that's it, I'm done for the day, and I'd go for a walk and like vibe. I still think that I'm going to go for a walk because I've been sitting at my desk now for literally 6 hours. I didn't even have a lunch break really, as you saw. I just read through it. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a walk, but I'm going to go for a quick walk because normally I go for like an hour. I'm going to go for half an hour and then come back and start my seminar reading for tomorrow. Like, it never ends. But the seminar for tomorrow, he's only set 25 pages of reading and then a few questions to answer, which is like c'est magnifique. So that will really take me like an hour to do, 2 hours max if I'm mucking around. So hopefully I'll have that done by 5, and then we can clock off for the day and like watch the rest of The Crown. So the one thing I miss about living in York or back home is the countryside. So this is my home away from home when I'm in London. I just like walking the Thames path and walking along the river. It's kind of the closest I can get to being properly outdoors in the countryside. And this is kind of where I spend most of my time when I'm walking. I'm just on my walk now. I've kind of gone through my local park and ended up here at the river. I feel like I always end up at the river. It's so high today and it's so windy, but it's nice to be out before it rains. Then I came back home and read 2 articles for my justice and resource allocation class, which is for the next day. This week we were discussing the fairness of allocation of healthcare resources. So which ways are best to give people healthcare? Is it for the most needy or generally just an equality principle for all? And it was actually pretty interesting stuff this week. So then, it's 5 o'clock, like it's the end of my working day, time to clock off officially, and I've actually managed to get everything that I wanted to get done. So there's clearly something in it to say that like working for 8 hours I mean, get stuff done, but then at the same time, I don't think when I normally work, I would work for 8 hours, especially not 8 hours straight. So maybe I've just got more done because I've worked more than I normally would. But it's not as tiring as I thought, but I can imagine at the same time that if I did this every single day, that it would be tiring. And also what I find annoying is, obviously you saw that I went for my walk at like 3 o'clock. If I was in a work day, I wouldn't be able to do that really, maybe at lunchtime, but like not really. So it's kind of like, I like the structure of having that allotted time blocked out, and then now I can clock off and do what I want, but at the same time it is too rigid. I like the flexibility to be able to go off when I want and use the daylight, because obviously it's winter now, like it gets to 4:30 and it's pitch black. So if I literally just went for my fitness, it would have to be like 7 in the morning or 7 at night, which I'm not a fan of. But other than that, like, today's been a fun little experiment, and I feel like I probably should do this more often, especially when I need to get a lot done. It gives me good focus and I've enjoyed it, but I'm not sure I could do it every single day. I feel like kudos to people who do this every single day, day in, day out in their 9-to-5 jobs, because, man, as Dolly Parton would say, working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. It's not for me, it's not the way I choose. I like flexibility, I like getting up, doing 2 hours, doing 2 hours of something else, doing 4 hours, then doing 20 minutes, like just doing what I feel like and being able to factor in hobbies and my life. But you know, it's been interesting all the same. I hope you liked this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.